All right, hey guys, how you doing? This is Rebel Gaming coming to you live. Give me just a second here, and we will go back here. All right, so this is our weekly Rebel Gaming podcast show, where we just kind of, just chill out. So welcome in. Give me 1 second and we'll get this show on the road. Okay, so again, welcome to the Rebel Gaming Show. This is Rebel Gaming, and we're coming to you live today. I want to thank everybody that has followed. It looks like we got a lot of people that just within the last 4 minutes that finally registered. We got a Jeremy Vaughn. I want to give those guys recognition really fast, if that's okay. In the last 5 minutes, I believe. Jeremy, thank you very much for following. We also have another follower. I believe his name is Nemus. And then we've got 2 more. I can't even pronounce this next one, so I'm not even going to try. Thank you very much for following. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name properly. And then the next one, I believe his name is Fayaz Khan. Thank you very much for following. Alright, so with that being said, let me just pull up a couple of things. Obviously we have, this is like some of our podcast thing that we do. And we talk about everything WoW related during this segment. And so today, obviously, I want to talk about the Burning Crusade. Obviously, if you haven't already, I've played the trailer so many times. Probably got bored with it already as many times as I've played it. So it's like one of those things. So what I am going to do, I don't know if they put one out. There we are. So what I'm going to do at this moment is I am going to play a video for you guys about the survival guide. So for those people that are right now jumping through the Burning Crusade Classic, this will actually help you go through this a lot faster. So with that being said, though, a couple of things people are talking about. What's your opinion so far? If you've played the Burning Crusade Classic, a lot of people are like a little upset about it. Obviously, some people aren't happy about it because they, I believe, some of retail is leaking into Burning Crusade Classic. My opinion on that, I think they should have kept it like the original Classic was. I think they're giving in to way too many of the retailers, so to say. And all together, though, if you look at it in one big picture, what is the Burning Crusade? Okay, it was a game expansion that came out over a decade ago. There are some people that like Classic. I understood the classic vanilla experience, but it's like, why would they go back? Burning Crusade was probably one of the most successful expansion packs besides outside of Wrath of the Lich King. Let's face that. Let's face facts for a minute. All right. Outside of even Legion was very popular. I think that was the revival point for World of Warcraft. A lot of people were leaving after Warlords of Draenor, after that sucky expansion. But a lot of people were like, what's next? It feels like retail has gone to the point where I love retail. I really do. I do like it. It's definitely a lot easier. And you've seen the videos of me trying to play Classic. I did the beta experience on this channel. And I want to take a quick moment and thank you guys again for following. But going back to my main point. So, I'm going to play this video for you guys so you can kind of get an idea of what to expect in Classic. I've already posted a video of me trying to go into what was the beginning precepts of what you'd experience jumping into level 58 and jumping in through the portal. It's kind of very similar to how the actual Burning Crusade looks now. It's a little different, obviously. But a lot of people are saying they're not going to experience the same magic, the connection. But before we get into too much of that, we are going to play this quick video. Then we're going to go back into our leveling experience. We have started a new character, and also we'll get into cover up some of the other stuff that we did do previously. That we got into and finished. We finally got to level 50 on one of the characters, and I'll show you what that looks like. So we're going to hop over here for just a second, and we are going to put this video up here for you guys. This is available also on the site. And without further ado, here we go. So it seems like I have some sound audio issues, apparently. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this really fast. We're going to switch over to the live screen. And we are going to we are going to hop over into this other part here. And it seems like we had some problems here, so we're gonna hop into this really fast. So here we go.
Warcraft Survival Guide for Burning Crusade Classic, our upcoming expansion. Cross through the dark portal with Azeroth's armies and face the ever-looming Burning Legion head-on in a bold, preemptive strike. In this video, we'll take a look at the new features and changes coming to Classic with Burning Crusade Classic. Explore 7 new zones, the playable Blood Elf and Draenei races, world PvP objectives, flying mounts, new and updated professions, and new challenging raids and dungeons. After wiping out the devious Lich Kel'Thuzad in Naxxramas, heroes of Azeroth must face a new threat beyond the Dark Portal. When you go to the other side, you'll discover Outland, a war-torn wasteland broken into 7 new zones: Hellfire Peninsula, Zangarmarsh, Terakar Forest, Nagrand, Blade's Edge Mountains, Shadowmoon Valley, and Netherstorm. These lands are the domain of the tyrannical and power-mad betrayer, Illidan Stormrage. Prepare for the fights ahead by learning new and formidable abilities as you work your way up to the new character maximum level of 70. We're also introducing 2 new playable races, the Spiritual Draenei and the Resolute Blood Elves. Devastated by the Burning Legion's past invasion, these vengeful outsiders offer their aid to Azeroth's factions in Outland. Both of these races offer class options to their respective factions that were previously unavailable. Blood Elves are the Horde's first paladins, while Draenei make up the first shaman of the Alliance. Player versus player takes on a whole new level in Burning Crusade Classic. During your adventures, you'll have ample opportunities for world PvP. Complete objectives across Outland to earn gear as you work your way to max level. Work together with your faction to ensure victory. Burning Crusade Classic also introduces an entirely new system of PvP, the Arena. In this thrilling addition to PvP combat, players can form teams to enter battles of 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3, or 5 versus 5 to fight for glory in World of Warcraft's premier deathmatch-style competition. Those who rise to the top % of all combatants will earn special gladiator mounts and titles exclusive to that season. Significant changes have also been made to Classic's honor system. Players can receive honor points each day for vanquishing opponents or successfully completing battleground objectives. Players can also now spend honor points directly on armor, weapons, and other rewards offered by Alliance and Horde quartermasters. In addition, honor points will no longer degrade over time. One of the exciting new features of Burning Crusade Classic is the introduction of flying. Flying mounts provide players with unprecedented freedom to explore the world of Outland from an entirely new perspective. Upon reaching level 70, players can take to the skies by purchasing the riding skill from a flying trainer stationed in their faction's outpost in Outland. As you traverse these troubled lands, you'll discover all new dungeons teeming with difficult foes safeguarding great rewards that are ripe for the taking. You can also unlock heroic dungeons, an additional difficulty level with even more challenging enemies boasting even more powerful loot. Players ready for the most difficult content and the best rewards can explore 3 new epic raids: the mysterious Karazhan, the merciless Gruul's Lair, and the brutish Magtheridon's Lair. Raids during Burning Crusade Classic require either 25 or 10-player groups to enter. Gruul's Lair and Magtheridon's Lair will be immediately available to all max-level players, while Karazhan will require some additional attunement steps through a special quest. We're also introducing a new profession, jewel crafting. Jewel crafters learn the art of creating jewelry and trinkets from metals and cut rare gems for use in socketed items. Placing cut gems into an item's sockets will add the bonuses of these gems to the item, allowing you to customize your equipment to better suit your playstyle. Players who don't have a max level character in World of Warcraft Classic but want to join their allies in Outland at the onset of the expansion can purchase a Dark Portal Pass. This allows you to boost a character to level 58 and grants it appropriate gear, weapon skill, mount, the apprentice riding skill, and some gold to get you started on your adventures. Players looking for more flair in Burning Crusade Classic can purchase the Deluxe Edition, which grants a Dark Portal Pass along with 30 days of game time, a reawakened Phase Hunter mount for classic characters, the Path of Illidan toy, a Dark Portal Hearthstone effect, along with a bonus Viridian Phase Hunter mount for your non-classic characters. Soon, you'll be able to cross through the Dark Portal and experience all we've talked about firsthand. Playable Blood Elf and Draenei races, epic dungeons and raids, updated PvP, and flying. Keep an eye on worldofwarcraft.com for more details on upcoming content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in Outland.
Sorry, I had myself muted. So that is the survival guide to the Burning Crusade. So a lot of people are talking about the fact that the passes are like it's leaking to retail is leaking into the classic in small little whittle ways. But if you look at Burning Crusade as a whole, a lot of stuff did change from Classic to Burning Crusade, with keeping the same UI, but things had changed from the very first expansion, from the base game to Burning Crusade. But the passes, they could have probably done without. Honestly, it's the people that had pushed through to get to level 60 from level 1 when we all first started in 2019, starting Classic for the very first time, grinded all the way to level 60, and now they come out with this pass, and your buddy, he literally bought this new pass, and now he's level 58, starting out. Okay, well, that's how it is sometimes. I don't know how to really approach that topic. A lot of people don't really like the idea, and some people do. That people that want to experience Burning Crusade right away without having to grind all the way to level 60, I think is a 50-50 thing. You're either against it or you're for it. Honestly, I think it's a cool idea, but honestly, exactly. It's weird because I've been reading a lot of articles about this, and in this podcast, that's what it's going to be today. It's kind of like a discussion forum. And if you're watching for the very first time, what do you think about these passes that they're putting out for the Burning Crusade? Yeah. It kind of ticks me off in a way because, look at, for example, I'm going to go to Legion, for example. You had to grind and grind and grind and grind, and Blizzard does this, and they have a way that they do this every single time they come out with an expansion pack, that, for Legion, you had to grind and do these, dailies for your class order hall. I don't remember if you guys remember that. Well, you could only go up so far, and each week or whatever it was, they would add a new chapter to the to get the highest stuff. And at the end of Legion, they made it so easy for people to just level up. And I'm always for current content. I love current content, but it seems like towards the end of an expansion, and this is new for them to see this part of it, but for people that were playing the Vanilla Classic, seeing these people even back when it came out in 2004, when Classic came out, these people that grinded and grinded to get to level 60, and then when Burning Crusade comes out, I'm not too sure if there was a boost back then. But with it being it now, I honestly think you have these people that played Classic in 2019, going up to, level 58 right off the bat. It's like, where's the experience at? These people need to experience the first part of Classic, but honestly, on the other side of the spectrum, you have people that want to experience what Burning Crusade had to offer. So, it's kind of like a hodgepodge of opinions on this. And honestly, my opinion, I think that you need to work for it, and kind of, experience the game as a whole. That's what makes the game special. And I think people would agree with me on that. And also, I do see the side of basically being able to experience the current content with your buddies, the people that haven't played all the way through. So I'm going to take a brief intermission. I'll be right back.
Throw your cranes up.
Okay. So let me, I apologize about that. I had to take a minute. So yeah, again, back to the conversation. So you have to look at it in a bigger picture. Obviously Blizzard, if they were just to release it free, they wouldn't make any money on this. But in the aspect, what's to the extent, you have all these folks that have, worked hard to get where they're at. And, it's kind of a shame to see this happen, even though that retail was is different from Classic, obviously. But I don't know. So we are going to be playing a little bit here while we discuss this. We are going to be going into my next project. We have finished the project that we were working on, and I will show you that really fast. Let me see if I can get back to... There we go. Awesome. So, this was the character that I just finished. This is the heritage armor for the Dark Iron Dwarf. We finished this up about... Actually, when we did the live the last time, we actually had finished that up just right after we got done. I think I went out that night and played it and actually achieved it. So level 50, this is what you're going to see when you do the heritage armor. Now, a little different what happened with that last time. When you receive your heritage armor, you don't have to do the quest for it. There used to be a quest that you had to go do to go get the heritage armor, but with it now, all you have to do is reach level 50. You'll get a little brief thing from your representative. For example, if you're Dark Iron Dwarf, you'll get a little message from the Queen that pops up there. Not Sylvanas, but the Queen of the Dark Ironclad, or whatever her name is. Anyway, you'll get a little message there on the screen saying, "Hey, welcome to I've heard of your tremendous adventures." Also, if you're playing in the time lapse part of it, which I was playing in classic the classic and the Cataclysm era. Once you reach level 50, you'll actually be automatically transported back into reality, which was a pretty cool thing to see. So I was kind of excited to see that. If somebody's on the stream, can you tell me how loud my actual in-game volume is? I'm not too sure if it's too loud or not. So if it is not, just please let me know. So yeah, you'll get this brief teleportation back into reality, which was pretty neat. So right now we are working on a Nightborn Hunter. We are level 17. And we are working on getting to level 50. We are in the classic era, so we are doing classic sort of stuff. So back to what we were talking about, since I'm doing something towards something like classic, but retail. I'm doing the classic quests, but on retail. So what is your guys' opinion on this about the passes? Or there's even some people that are opting out altogether, like they don't want to go into the next spot. Obviously, with it being live already, it's like, I don't know. Let me check out my stream really fast, make sure that, let me look here. Are opting out altogether, like they don't want to go. Okay, so there's no music, so let me turn up some music a little bit. I don't want it to be too loud. Okay. So obviously, there's people that don't want to get involved with Burning Crusade at all. They would rather stay in retail, which is totally understandable. Is understandable. What is that? What is with the red thing? I don't know what that is. Okay. Well then. Oh, does that start a quest? Oh. Okay. That was strange. I've never seen that happen before. I've never seen the red arrow. Or red exclamation point there. Anyway, so yeah, there's even people that are like, no, I don't want to get into this. I'd just rather stay in retail. You know, that's your thing. You know, that's what makes this game great. You know, a lot of people are able to have their choice of what they want to play and what they don't want to play. So it's like, yeah, it's totally understandable. If you don't want to do something, you don't have to. It's a video game. It's not voting for president. You know, you don't have to worry about that. Even some people don't even do that, but you know, whatever. You know, and I think it should be left up to the choice. I think, honestly, that people have been, you know, forced into reality on some things when it comes to WoW. Like certain different, you know, folks that want to play Classic and certain folks that don't want to play retail. Burning Crusade is a very cool expansion. It did add a lot to the game as a whole. I'm interested to see what other classics they bring to the table. Like I said, if they do a Wrath of the Lich King classic, you know, I am going to be all over that. I loved Wrath of the Lich King. I really never got to experience all of it because I started a little bit later than that. So I never really got to experience that side of it, you know, the pre-press it, when it was live deal. But that's one of my favorite expansions outside of Mist of Pandaria. And Mist of Pandaria is my favorite expansion beyond time. I say that every stream I can get into. That's just, you know, what my expansion that I like. I like pandas. You know, a lot of people actually liked it. But besides the point, you know, everybody has their own flavor. Everybody has their own taste of what they like, you know. And it brings me back to when they announced Classic for the very first time. Some people like vanilla ice cream, some people like chocolate. So, you know, so with that being said, you just have to, you know, go with the punches. But we look at like the bigger aspect of things. We look at not just that, what they're trying to do, because obviously there's not going to be another regular retail World of Warcraft expansion out this year. So Shadowlands, there's a lot to be done yet. Honestly, with the expansion just coming out less than a year ago, you know, there's a lot to be told. There's a lot that happened that is going on currently in current retail. But it brings me back to the main thing that we were talking about with these passes. If you're just now joining in, the conversation is, what do you think? And these are for my Classic players only. If you don't like Classic, okay, that's great. This is kind of, we're going to be talking about all kinds of things. You can even bring up something in the comment section if you'd like us to talk about it, or you'd like to get my response on the subject. We definitely, that's what this moment is. This is the Azerothian Talk Show. This is what we do. So yeah. But moving right along. I didn't mean to do that. Is that guy in there? No, I'm supposed to go get a notebook or something. So moving right along. So yeah, we're talking about what's going on in current Blizzard world. Blizzard as a whole is in trouble financially. And what I mean by that is there's a lot going on. They're like on the outside of things, on the outskirts, so to say. And we have to realize that, you know, maybe there's a lot of, the COVID had a lot to do with it. But if you look at the video game industry as a whole, when I was working at GameStop, everybody was buying video games, folks. So it makes me think that, you know, there's a lot more to it, a lot more to the story. I think they really need to realize that players make their platform. Players are the reason they have jobs. Players are the reason why that their company is successful. And I think they need to have a good balance between players and what makes money. The passes, and that being said, the passes is a good thing and it's a bad thing. I honestly think that they could have probably, you know, there's some cool things with this classic thing, but why would you spend money on something that came out over a decade ago? Okay, so this game's already been out. So it's like re-releasing Grand Theft Auto 5, which they are doing. Again, for the new generation systems, that's coming out in November. Stay tuned for that. GTA 6, if you're into the Grand Theft Auto thing. We're actually going to probably be doing a little stream on that around 9 o'clock tonight. So keep an eye out on that if you guys are followers of Rebel Gaming. This is going to be a Rebel Gaming exclusive coming out, so you have to be a follower, subscriber, or a Twitch watcher, if that's a thing, in order to see this. Because and for Facebook, I might find a couple of groups that I'm able to share this into. But yeah, we can't post anything non-World of Warcraft related into the World of Warcraft groups. So, you know, you have to follow me to see that video tonight if we go live. We're doing a remix. We're doing Grand Theft Auto 4, and we're also probably going to be doing GTA 5 LSPDFR mod. So keep an eye out on that. We're going to have fun with that. So back to the main conversation. So yeah, Blizzard's got to make money on this. You know, it's a more project than anything else. You know, when it comes to being able for the company to be successful, when Classic was first announced, the project altogether was successful, I would say. People wanted Classic. People wanted to play these Classic games. Because, you know, people, for example, that were there in 2004 and playing these games wanted to re-experience, you know, the good sides of this game, how challenging it was. And with them making it, you know, more and more like retail, like, it takes that glamour away, you know, for the people that wanted that experience. In my opinion, you know, these passes, I'm 50-50 on it. A lot of people out there are either dead set against it or dead set for it. I'm a little 50-50. You know, obviously the company's got to make money with this Classic deal. Honestly, the people with subscriptions, you know, Activision Blizzard is a big company. And honestly, I wish Blizzard would have enough money and resources by themselves to get out of Activision's, like, department. Because honestly, I think Activision is messing up World of Warcraft. And a lot of people would agree on me on that. That it's not just me saying a bunch of bullcrap, okay? This is actual, you know, what people are saying. Some of the biggest names in streaming. Not, you know, I'm just a small channel, but when, like, Asmongold, for example, when he starts speaking up against Blizzard's policies for banning people, you know, and other things, you know, there's something that's going on. You know, if we look at the bigger picture, you know, and this podcast, we're going to be exploring every Wednesday, like, what's going on in Blizzard, what's, you know, so you guys kind of have an idea and an understanding of what's going on in the world. And, you know, there's a lot of streamers that do a good job of that, but I feel like there's not a real news channel for Blizzard Entertainment. You know, there's not enough support, you know, for what's like an action news type of deal. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing on Wednesdays, these segments. You know, we're going to be exploring different thoughts and different ideas of what's going on. So if you're a new follower and you're a new viewer, I would appreciate it. And this is kind of just a moment there. If you would, just go ahead and hit up the Facebook and Twitch at Rebel Gaming 9691, and also if you'd like to donate to the stream, it's cash symbol REBEL 969, and on YouTube if you'd like to subscribe to our channel, it's Rebel Gaming Federation. Okay, so back to it. So the topic at hand. Where do we see this video game within another, you know, next 5 years? A lot of that's kind of hard to tell because Blizzard's always changing things, you know, and I'm excited even for another expansion because Shadowlands is great. Don't get me wrong, I like the Lich King, Return of the Lich King. Look at Anduin, for example, and what they're doing with Anduin. I'm kind of concerned that they made him a Death Knight, you know, like a concerned like Death Knight, like a full on thing. working for what powered the Lich King. So it's like, what are we going to expect out of 9.1.0? There's a lot to expect. My username, let me put it here on Facebook. I will actually pop that up and see if I can get that to you. I believe it's Rebel Gaming Federation. This is my channel. I will post that for you. And there you are. There we go. I'm going to pin that so you can subscribe. We have a small little channel, you know. I'm trying to build that. That's going to be part of our next giveaway, honestly. We'll talk about that more. So we're actually at 65 followers on Facebook, so we're getting closer. I think we only need 35 more people. So if you haven't already, please follow so we can do this giveaway. We've been wanting to do this giveaway for a little while now, before Shadowlands actually came out. So we're wanting to get this giveaway underway. It's 100 followers is our goal for Facebook, and then we want to hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube in order to do the second giveaway. So that is a goal within itself. I'd like to get 1,000 subscribers in order to do this next giveaway by Christmas. So it's going to be like one of those Christmas specials, Christmas deals. But and we'll talk about that more. There's actually a post there on our Facebook channel about the announcement. So 65 followers is what we're at. That's the current update of where we're at right now. Crap. I didn't mean to do that. And also, what we're going to be doing on our YouTube page as well, we started this thing called ABC Gaming. And that's when me and my wife play together, and that's something that we do. It's part of Rebel Gaming's presenting it, but we call it ABC Gaming. And that's basically Anthony and Bailey Chapman. That's what that means, gaming. When we do our Grand Theft Auto stuff, when we do other games as well, you know, those are rated for M for mature, so you have to be at least 18 years of age in order to view that, to be a part of that, because of the nature of the games that we play. They're not intended for younger kids, FYI. So we're moving on to the next topic. And we're actually getting ready. We got a few more minutes left. So we normally do an hour of production. And then we'll do another tonight. Again, that stream is only for followers only. So just to keep an eye on that all together. So yeah, just keep an eye on that, because that's going to be for our followers. But moving right along, talking about what's going on in today's topics, and that is the current updates on Blizzard. So yeah, they come out with June 1st, officially came out with the Burning Crusade Classic. It officially went live. You can play it right now. It's available. So we played the survival guide within the very first beginning part. Let me see. Oh, thank you, Carla, for subscribing. I appreciate that. Thank you. We need more subscribers. I only have like 12. That's where we first started out, was on YouTube. And we went to Facebook because we were getting all these kind of people, all this kind of attention on Facebook, and that's where we started out, was YouTube, but I kind of switched over to Facebook because of how many people are actually on it compared to YouTube. So we're trying to expand both of those channels. It's a work in progress. It is. It's literally a work in progress. With that being said, so the topic is, what is your idea, or what is your thoughts on what is going on with Classic and what is going on with retail? So we were talking about how Anduin, and this is spoiler alert, by the way, if you haven't experienced this. Anduin has, if you watch the video of when Anduin like goes in and talks to the whatever, and he basically goes in and kills them because he's possessed by Sylvanas. And if you've been caught up with the lore so far, we know that Sylvanas and Anduin, they're stuck in this maw, and he's been prisoned. We know where he's at, and then the last part we know is, we get this whole deep discussion about how Sylvanas Windrunner was a hero of the people. So we go in there and we realize, we need to get the king out, but we get him released, and he goes to this high part, and we find out that Anduin is now a worker, is evil now. And it's something very similar to how the Lich King was to be. I don't know where this is going to go. Honestly, is Anduin going to be the new Lich King? But I don't think that's going to happen, because unless he's a controlled Lich King, whether the jailer and Sylvanas can control this Lich King. Will they start a new crusade? Where is this story going to go? A lot of people are asking that. And it's going to be an interesting story to see all this to be put together in retrospect. And let me see here. And I wonder if they're going to bring him back. Let me see. I want to see if this is the one. Let me see. Yeah, this is the one. I'm going to actually show you this so you kind of give an idea of what is to be expected. Hang on one second. Ah, here we are. I want to show you guys this video, and I'm actually just going to do this on this video really fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys this interesting video here. So let me switch over. And that is this video right here. And let me make sure that let me see. Why is it not working? This is interesting. Okay. So I'm going to actually close this out. That's probably what half of my problem is that it wasn't working right. There we go. So let me see here. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it back in there. So give me 1 second and we'll get that put up so you guys can watch this. Because this is what really the next part of retail is. This is going to be it's kind of going to be one of those things. And I'm going to play the video to my best of my ability. So here we go.
Look around you!
What makes you believe you're not just a weapon to achieve his ends?
Enough! Join our cause, or be made to serve.
Right now, you hold all the power. Make your choice, Sylvanas Windrunner.
Despite all our efforts, the Maw continues to grow. What if Denathrius' treachery is irreparable? The Primus is lost, and Bastion cannot save the Shadowlands alone.
None of this should have happened.
Perhaps the Winter Queen could...
My Archon, a living soul seeks an audience.
A mortal?
A king. By all our measures, one who has spent his life striving for justice. One who would give anything to serve his people. One whose heart is true.
Very well. He may approach. Step forward. My Ascended have spoken of you. The king held captive in the Maw.
That prison could not hold me forever.
Why have you come to Bastion?
You have a key that I need.
You will release this soul from your grasp.
No. He is bound to me.
Just as you once sought to bind your own brother. The vessel performed its part flawlessly. 3 keys remain. Then they will see. Death was never meant to be chained.
So that was what I was talking about. So if you haven't been up to date, like on to what has been going on as far as retail side is concerned, that is a lot to take in, a lot to grasp. So it's like, well, you know, what is to be next of Anduin? So that was kind of like, it really is exciting for the folks that do like retail. And I do like retail because it keeps you on your feet. There's obviously some things that have changed over the years, and I think Blizzard has to continue to modernize the game to attract new people. So, you know, obviously there's good things and there's bad things. And, you know, and going back to our previous conversation of what Burning Crusade Classic means. So, obviously, you have everything that you have from Classic. It's a little bit different. Different story to tell, different things to do. Different features to feel. So it all comes down to one thing. So you've got the passes that are coming out that is now playable on, if you have it already transferred over to the Burning Crusade. There's flying now, level 70, which it makes me wonder what they're going to do with retail, because right now level 60 is the cap. So what's the next expansion going to hold? I guess we'll have to find out. So that's kind of what our topics of today are about. And, you know, I would like to hear some feedback, so, of what you guys think. And as we continue forward, we'll be doing different things. We'll be doing an experience, you know, we're getting back into the nitty and gritty of doing PvP. And that's going to be on Wednesdays. So weekly from 4 to 5 p.m. We'll be doing our, even sometimes we'll start at 5. We'll do a World of Warcraft session, and then starting at 9, we'll do a second session, and that would be our ABC Gaming, or it will be something that I will mess around with. So tonight, look for, we might be doing a stream tonight, messing around with some mods. If not, we will be back here again Wednesday, talking about what's current and working on our project. And our next project is the Nightborn Heritage Armor. That's what we're currently working on. And a quick shout out again to Carla Stevens with Handmade by Faith. If you haven't checked her site out, it's handmadebyfaith.us. Check it out. It's a really cool thing for those females out there that like a good handmade purse or wallets, or, you know, whatever you think that you'd want to see handmade, she can do it. So check that out, handmadebyfaith.us. You can go ahead and post that in there, Carla, if you're watching on the Facebook channel. So if you're watching, go ahead and post that your link there so people can go to your site and look at what you've created and what you can order. You know, we're sponsoring her again today, you know, kind of a little shout out to handmadebyfaith.us. So again, ending today's video, we're gonna, you know, we have to look at all the things in the bigger picture, and that's kind of what this is all about. You know, we have to, and I honestly, I think as we go on and move forward with retail and move on with classic, what else are they going to push out with classic? Are they going to continue to make different versions of the game that people can actually go back and play, you know, and be a part of? And you can see what happened with classic. A whole different community formed out of that. So it's kind of interesting to see what that's going to bring. Hopefully they stay within the classic era and not bring too much of retail over to classic. And that's one thing that people realized within the first game in 2019 is that it was classic. You know, there wasn't retail stuff. And this is her Facebook page, by the way, not spearing off on another spectrum. And that's her Facebook. You can find out all of her information there, and her website is on there as well. So yeah, you know, we're in the next couple of weeks, we're gonna see players get to do all these things, especially with the pass, the platinum pass that they have. You can get the regular baseline or the premium or deluxe edition of the pass, getting some different cool things. I thought that the hologramic hearth thing was pretty neat. I'm not too sure if they added guilds into this or not. I'm not too sure if that's a thing yet. But Karazhan, you know, Karazhan's always awesome to do, to go against and do that huge, massive raid, which is now considered a mega dungeon now in today's retail words. Back then it was a raid, considered a raid. So yeah, that's going to be cool to see that. I'm halfway tempted to start playing Burning Crusade Classic just so I could play Karazhan, because I like Karazhan. That was like one of my favorite raids, even though that came out in Burning Crusade. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't followed already, what are you waiting for? Follow the information's here over there, Rebel Gaming Federation there on YouTube. I did post the channel there on our Facebook page. are on this post. So if you haven't already subscribed, but we're trying to get these followers. We need 35 more followers to do this giveaway. So if you're watching now and you're like, yeah, I like listening to World of Warcraft news and World of Warcraft stuff, yeah, subscribe. This is what this channel is about. These channels we'll be doing these sessions about 4 to 5 p.m. typically is when we'll do our stream. So keep an eye out on that. Wednesday is going to be our data stream, and then we're going to try to work out a Sunday stream. So for other things, so we can try out different video games as they come out. We are also going to be pushing out PS5 stuff. So if you haven't seen our channel on YouTube, that's where we're going to be pushing out our new PS5 exclusive stuff. So check out Rebel Gaming Federation. That's where that's going to be. We'll be posting to all of our platforms. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and this is where we're going to say thank you very much for watching, and we thank you for being a part of this, and the people that have subscribed within the last few days, thank you so much. That means a lot. And as soon as we can get to our 100 follower goal, we're doing a giveaway, a Blizzard Balance giveaway. So keep an eye out on that. Everybody that's followed, I have all of you. So we have 65 people entered into this contest already. That's amazing. And once we get to that point, we are going to go and give that away to some lucky person. And I think we might be able to do 2. We'll see how that goes. But so yeah, if you would, let us know. We can definitely do that. I'm actually working with another party vendor to do a second part of that giveaway. And we'll have more details as we get closer to our 100 member goal. So 100 followers, follow us on Facebook so we can give these things away. And then we'll be doing more PlayStation stuff as we move along and continue forward. So follow, subscribe, like, share. We appreciate it. And this is Rebel Gaming signing off for the day. Thank you very much for staying tuned and joining in our Azerothian podcast. So thank you very much. And until next time, stay epic. This is Rebel Gaming. All right. See you guys later. Deuces.